Hello and welcome to another episode of Bad Science. I'm your host Mathias Malpractice, and on this episode that's taking place in Pride Month in this amazing month of February, I have to come straight with all y'all. So there's been a lot of questions and a lot of accusations, which I don't appreciate, and I will kill you if you accuse me of anything. But I just need to, set the record straight. Straight. I'm not heterozygous. I'm homozygous. When you look at my DNA, it's a whole bunch of little R's. I kept telling people that I was homozygous dominant, but that's just not true. They're all very tiny recessive genes, and I'm just an amalgamation of recessive traits from my grandparents. It's really tough, actually. I don't think people understand how difficult it is to have attached earlobes in sickle cell anemia, which means I'm immune to the malaria parasite of apicomplexa. It really influences my work and my science on an everyday level. And, sometimes it is helpful when the giant mutagenic mosquitoes I'm breeding that have the malaria parasite bite me, but other than that, it's really just cost me nothing but hardship. And I just really wish you guys would, acknowledge and appreciate that about me. I have another confession to make. I'm not heterogeneous. I'm homogeneous. My entire body has been gotten, melted down by this rebuter, my English teacher, and now I'm just a vat of liquid, and all my particles are evenly distributed in the solution, and it's a very difficult life. I have to, slush around my daily classes. I have to slush while I'm doing my homework. I'm trying to rebuild my body and get it back to normal, but it's very difficult for me right now, okay? And I'm talking to my sweet mate Ben about, getting me back to my full, solid self, but it's just not going to happen for a while, and I really think I need your guys' support in these trying times for me. I also recently figured out that I'm not heterotrophic, I'm autotrophic. I implanted chloroplast in my cells so now I can photosynthesize and produce my own energy, which means I don't need to get energy from eating other things, and that means I'm an autotroph now, and this has been a really difficult, shifting period in my life where I have to, consider all these moments where I thought I was a heterotroph, but now I'm an autotroph, and it's just really, really difficult, You don't know how difficult it is when every time your friends suggest, oh, let's go to a restaurant to get some food, you have to call them out on a microaggression against autotrophic people. And it's just been a very difficult time for me and for all of my friends. But it's been super duper difficult for me because I can't go to Alot, which is my favorite restaurant turned gay bar around. I can't go there anymore because I'm autotrophic now, and to eat food would be against my autotrophic, it'd be a disservice to the fact that I'm autotrophic now. I mean, I probably shouldn't support them anyway, because despite being a gay bar, they do still support homophobic organizations, but I really don't care. I just want my raw fish, okay? Is that so much for a sort of man to ask? Of course, by that, I mean that I'm not heterosporous, I'm actually homosporous, which means that I produce both gametophytes. So when I'm living out here as a plant with my sporophyte life, so all of a sudden I'm sprouting gametophytes of both male and female parts, and I just have to live with this. You have to accept it about me, okay? This is a part of me, and you just have to live with it. If I have to live with it, I'm going to make it all y'all's problems, and you're going to have to live with it, or I'm going to kill you. And that is a true fact. Especially because all the bonds in my body are actually trans bonds, as opposed to cis bonds, so none of the extra chemicals on any of my double carbon bonds are on the same side of the bond, which really, really puts a lot of kinks. It really puts a lot of kinks in the chemical makeup of my body, which is real interesting, I think. Anyway, I'm free on Saturdays and Sundays, and any other day of the week you want me, by the way. The only requirement is that you have to be a boy or a girl or non-binary and about my age, and I'll make exceptions on the first three things. Sorry, I was supposed to be sad. Actually, I'm just gonna go back to how tough it is being an autotrophic organism. All the chloroplasts in all my cells hurt so much, and now my skin is green. And I just have to live with this sort of green, oozy, liquid life that I've, made for myself. And actually, all of this is the Rebooters fertile again because I had to put chloroplast in all of my body because I was so melted down that I couldn't eat or digest anything properly. So I just had to start making my own energy. And really, I'm just living my life like a little like sludge ball, like, and it's truly a travesty. There's an insect in my room, an insect that I did not put there, which is horrifying because I have a fear of the unknown. So I'm gonna kill is what I'm gonna do. 3, 2. Got it. And if you're wondering about the ethics of killing a bug, that bug was probably transphobic, so it's fine. Of course, by transphobia, I don't mean that you don't like trans people. All bugs like trans people, that's just a known fact. I mean that they don't support people who have more trans bonds and cis bonds in their body, which I think that's a way worse crime, actually. I would boycott an organization for that. Especially because having more trans bonds and cis bonds is a homologous trait that, like, evolved once in a community and spread out. It's a monophyletic thing. So it's like all these organisms, such as myself, and honestly, I think just myself, have this horrible condition of having more trans bonds and cis bonds. And truthfully, I think that there should be a whole community. I think that people like me should take up a whole letter of the ABCD community, and that we should all, like, get together on certain months and, like, berate every company that doesn't have, like, a stream of white light or something in their banner, because obviously that means they hate people like me. And truthfully, I have one more confession to make. Oh God, I can't even say it. I'm like a prothallus. I'm bisexual. The prothallus has the male and female parts of the plant, by the way, which is sort of like me, but like different, because I just like the male and female parts of people. It works out like that sometimes. You don't worry about it. Just anyway. This has been Mathias Malpractice. I'm gonna go have amazing romantic relationships with a guy